Hello, I'm an alien. And I may or may not be the one who sent the WOW signal back on August 15, 1977. You'll have to watch the video and decide for yourself.
Hello, my name is Jameson Chase Young, and this is Coins in History. Second part of this video, we'll be talking about the 1977 Eisenhower dollar, so please stick around for that. But first, we'll be talking about the 1977 WOW signal. It was one of history's biggest mysteries. Nobody really knows what it was. Came from the Ohio University. They were monitoring the skies called SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. The WOW signal was a strong narrowband radio signal detected on August 15th, 1977 by the Ohio State University Big Ear. That was the nickname given to the radio telescope in the United States. And they are monitoring the skies, and the 72-second signal came in, and it's been one of the biggest mysteries ever because, every time they think, okay, well, maybe it's something natural, they can't prove that it is natural. They can't prove that it isn't because, the other problem is it only came in one time. If we had like a big sample size, that'd be different, but we don't have a big sample size. We have this one radio transmission that came in out of the blue one night in August 15, 1977, and it's never returned. It lasts for 72 seconds. Now, it could have lasted longer, but like SETI's, the telescope, Big Earl, it was pointed at the sky, and that kind of correlates with the, rotation of the Earth. And, after those 72 seconds, the satellite was beyond it. So we don't really know how long it lasted, but we picked it up for 72 seconds. The signal appeared to come from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius and bore expected hallmarks of an extraterrestrial origin, because it's kind of impossible that it's natural. That's another weird thing about it, because it's that specific, frequency and broadband nobody uses but astronomers. Like, this is internationally. So, because it was like on a radio signal, like in the old cars when you were trying to find the radio signal, it was on a specific radio signal, and it was roughly around 30 times that of regular background noise. So, all these hypotheses about it, maybe it was a comet, maybe it was a hydrogen gas, or maybe it was a secret, Soviet spy satellite. The astronomer Jerry R. Eman discovered the anomaly a few days later while reviewing through the data. The computer printout, he circled the reading, the signal's intensity, 6EQ-UJ5. No, that's not some type of special code that was sent over through the readings. That's like how they measure the intensity of it. And the measurement of the intensity came out to 30 times that of regular space background. And right beside that, after he circled that, he wrote WOW. And that is how the WOW signal got its famous name. The entire signal sequence lasted for a full 72 seconds. And the string 6EQUJ5, commonly misrepresented as like some type of encoded message in the radio signal. It is not. That is not what it is. It just shows the intensity variation over time expressed in particular measuring systems adopted for the experiment. And the signal itself appeared to be in an unmodulable continuous wave. And its intensity, like they measure this in this particular intensity scale, a space character represents an intensity between 0 and 1. That is between baseline and one standard deviation above it. The number 1 to 9 represents, the corresponding number is intensity. A corresponds to the intensity between 10 and 11. B to the intensity of 11 to 12, and so on and so forth. The WOW signal's intensity measurement value was U. This represents around 30 to 31 times that of like regular space background. That does not really occur naturally, so that even adds to the mystery. And everything about it, it's one of those things, like if you think you prove one thing, well, there's something that really counters that one thing that you thought proved something, which doesn't. So the wow signal is just one of the weirdest things ever, and it's one of the most unique things. Is it aliens? Some people think, because if it was a planet, like an advanced civilization on a planet out in that direction, you'd think we'd keep hearing more and more radio signals, but instead we just heard that 172 second one. So some people think it might have been a passing by alien spacecraft, just giving some radio signal somewhere else, because it wasn't like, when we put our satellites back there, we can't find nothing. So I don't know if it was aliens or not. I'd like to believe it was aliens. I'm sure a lot of Joe Rogan fans would like to believe it was aliens, but who knows what it really was. I just know it was very unique, very amazing, just like the 1977 Denver Mint Eisenhower Dollar.
Are you convinced about the wow signal yet? If not, that's okay. Maybe we can convince you about how amazing the 1977 dollar is.
These 1977 Denver Mint Eisenhower Dollars, the Eisenhower Dollars in general, they never really caught on the way other coins do. Some people say it's because they're ugly. I don't really agree. I mean, I like the guy they picked on the front, General/President Eisenhower. He's a great pick to put on front of a coin. And on back, it's very cool and symbolic of the times, an eagle landing on the moon. And, the back also is unique. There's 3 different types. If you look on the back, there's the eagle landing on the moon, and you can see the earth in the background. Well, there are 3 different types of earth. There's the earth that has little to no land masses. There's the earth that has vague land masses, and then there's another type that has very detailed land masses, and you can see the different countries and continents. But I think it's a perfectly fine coin, but I have heard criticism on why it never caught on. Obviously, it's not heavily collected because it's not a real silver dollar. It's 75% copper, 25% nickel. The nickel's wrapped on the outside. The core is copper, 75% copper. Weight 22.68 grams. The diameter is 38.1 millimeters, and their designer is Frank Gasparo. These are not rare. They minted in 1977, they minted over 45.5 million Eisenhower dollars in 1977. And these specifically, the Denver mints, are the most common. The Denver mint minted 32,983,006. The Philadelphia mint minted 12,596,000. And then the San Francisco mint minted 3,251,152. And anyway, it was these amazing coins when the amazing wow signal was going on, or the wow signal. That the name very much sums it up. The wow signal was happened, and it was these coins that were being minted, when that wow signal came in. So I hope that you enjoy these videos. I hope you find them interesting. If you do, please hit the like button.
I love hearing my boyfriend Jameson talk. If you like these videos, please subscribe and please hit the like button.